Hello and welcome to a new video. In today's video I'm gonna talk about all of my books that I've been reading recently since my last wrap-up. So welcome to a new video. Let's begin. So I will start with the books that I have at my home at the moment. I have one library book that I recently finished a day or two ago that I'm still having at my place. And then I have one of my own books that I've also finished since last time I did a reading wrap-up. So I will start with the books that I can hold up. So the recent book that I finished just a few days ago is Generation Noll by Stefan Alnheim, or Generation Zero in English. His books are translated into English, and I think that this book is translated into Generation Zero. So this is the 7th book in Fabian Risk's series, and this is a standalone detective story about Fabian Risk, and it's open up. It's a standalone. So if you don't have read the other books in the series, you don't necessarily have to have read them. I think it's of course, if you have read the other books in the series, you will understand a little bit more, but you don't need to have read the books to be able to understand. But here we have a new case, and this takes place, I think, 10 years after the last book that came out before this one. So do I think that you need to have read other books? No, but if you have done that, you would understand what has happened in the other books as well. But I don't think that you necessarily have to have read them. But yes. Now let's continue. Then I've read my. I had a challenge for myself this year again, that I would read 4 books from my own bookshelf, and since last time I've also finished the last book that I decided I wanted to read this year from my own bookshelf, and it's Redningseld by Jessica Linke, and it's one of the best books I've read so far this year. And I will also say that this book also got a 5-star from me, and this book also got 5-star from me. So yes, I really enjoyed these 2 books. Yeah, I highly recommend both of them. So now I will talk about the other books that I don't own, that I either have listened to or borrowed from the library. The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. I've read, borrowed from my library when I saw that they had a book. I've heard about the book the first time through the Currently Reading podcast. I've heard about the book there, and so when I saw that my library had a book, I was like, yes, I'm going to read it. I also gave that book 5-star. So since my last wrap-up, I have given, I think, 3 books 5 stars so far. Then I also read Grått Hav by Marion Burnett. She's a French author. Then I also continued the series Det hon slåss för by Andreas Ek. It's part 2 in a series about Jannica Brandt. Then I also have read The Library of Dead by T.L. Huchu. I gave that book on Goodreads. I gave that book 3 stars, but I think it's more like a 2.5 star. I'm too old for that kind of books. Like if my younger me would have enjoyed the book more if I had read it when I was younger. So yeah, it's not a series that will continue, but I'm happy I read it. So that is all of the books I've been reading recently. I thought I had been reading more books, but I just realized that I've already talked about 2 of them in another clip, and then the rest of the books I've only talked about briefly. And I will say I'm so happy that I've been reading fairly good books, like 3 5-star read in almost like 2 months since my last wrap up. I'm happy, and couldn't be. Yeah, I'm so happy that I'm reading good books that I am enjoying. Yeah. What have you read recently? Have you read any new 5-star read? Is there any book that you want to read? Or yeah, let me know in the comments if you have read any books that you would recommend or not recommend. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share if you want. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye!